Okay, chat, that is, okay, VIRHEMBE. Okay, great.
Okay.
So, Christina, what is the structure of your organization back in, before I get to that, what is the population of your community? How many women are really affected by, the things you're saying to me? I know it is widespread, but I'm talking about your community.
1,500 women.
1,500 women.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a significant number of women. Even if there's one person who's suffering like that, it's a problem. Okay. And where is your community located in terms of distance from, say, Nairobi, or where is that?
We are in the western part of Kenya. It's 8 hours drive from Nairobi to where I am. Yes.
I see. And what is the structure of your organization? How do you work? How do you help the women in the community?
We don't have any funding as per now. What we are doing is we have kitchen gardens whereby we are doing organic farming, whereby we are doing organic farming whereby we don't use fertilizer. We are planting vegetables, arrowroots, sweet potatoes. We sell them, and then part of it is being plowed back to the organization, whereby we use it to support the communities. Now we've put a few women. We have a few women. The women that I'm working with, the 1,500, we've clustered them in groups, whereby now they're also doing their own farming, organic farming, whereby now we are calling them Virembe baskets. The produce that are the organic products that they remove from their farms, they sell it to the Shinyalu sub-county during the market days. And then part of the money, it assists them taking their children to school and provide a meal for them in their homes.
Oh, how wonderful.
Okay, let's take a look at education. What about the schools that are there? And is there just cultural or is there very active resistance to girls going to school?
What happens now, Kenya, they introduced free primary education. What happens, you'll school for free, but now when it reaches going to secondary school, you need to pay school fees. Most parents, what they decide to do, they'll prefer to educate a boy child because they believe this boy child will develop them. But a girl child, they'll tell her, you need to go and work as a house help to enable them pay the school fees of the boy child.
But there is not an active resistance to a girl going to school. Like, they wouldn't block her from going or demonstrate against the school or something like that.
What happens, we have tried.
If the parents send them, they will be okay to go to school.
Yeah, they can be okay to go to school as long as you have a surety that somebody will pay for them their fees. But now it becomes a challenge because even if you look at their farms, they are very small and infertile. They cannot be able to sustain the child in school at the same time sustain the family food in the home. It becomes a challenge.
Are there more than one schools, or there is one school and it's accessible to all of the kids who that they don't have to walk 4 or 5 miles to get to school, etc.?
No, we also have day schools. But now it becomes a challenge, as I've explained to you. When it reaches to the time when these girls are on menses, they don't attend school. Most of the time they're at home.
Right.
And then again, you find like in these schools, as much as they say it's free, how free is this school? It's not that free because there are some things that they request from students, especially right now we have what they've introduced called CBC, curriculum-based competence, whereby now these children, when they go to school, you have to submit a fee like 30,000 to enable them do things like cattery, things like even farming in the school. But now the challenge is when they go back to their homes, they're unable to take that. And you find like now that CBC, what happens is you'll be trained in school, but now they insist when you go back to your home, let your mother assist you cook something, some food. Then your mother takes it in a photo in the phone, and then they share with the teacher. But it is unfortunate even the parents themselves cannot afford even a smartphone. A smartphone becomes a challenge. Now we find like now it discourages them, even they don't even go to school now. You find like now even the children there all over. It's when now we are trying with the assistant chief to ensure if we find any child at home, we tell the parents, we'll take action against you. But now the parents, she tells you now, this child is a government child. And who is the government? You are the government. It's when I always tell them, yes, I'm the government and you're also a government. But now they tell you, what do you expect me to do? I'm unable to support my child. Now it becomes a challenge. Now, and even if you risk to assist the child like today, when the child will be sent home again, they'll say, that's your child, go to your mother there to assist you. Now it becomes a challenge. And you know, now you cannot chase away a child. You have to assist this child. Like, for instance, what I can tell you today, there is a girl, during the school holidays, she became pregnant. Then she's admitted right now in Mukumu Mission Hospital. She delivered very well, twin babies. But now they've detained this girl. It's unfortunate that she lost the twins, but they've detained this girl in hospital. So today I went there in the hospital. They told me there's no shortcut. You'll just have to pay the bill. Now I told them, you know, the more this girl is here in the hospital, the bill is accruing. Why can't you agree then? I'm ready to give my identity card or even my passport so that I ensure I try and assist this girl. I try and sell part of my produce so that I can come and pay the bill. Now they've also refused. They've told me that one is not a security. It's when now I've come from that place. It's really devastating to me because now I don't know what I'm going to do with this girl.
Okay. What is the healthcare situation in the community? Do you have a clinic? You have a hospital? What is it? And how do people get attention at the hospital? They have to pay?
In Kenya, what happens is we have 3 levels of hospital. We will have the level 1, level 3, and level 4 and 5. At the moment, our community, since COVID came, it came with a lot of things. People lost jobs. My community are not going for level 4 and 5 because they request of out-of-pocket money. And when they got now to level 2 and 3, it is free. It is free, but there are no drugs. Healthcare workers themselves, they're inadequate in those health facilities. There are no equipment in that health facility. When the community is being referred to level 4 and 5, they won't go there. Instead, they'll decide to go back in the house. Only at night to call us. For instance, me, they always call me, come and assist me in the house. It's when now I'll try and reach out. We used to have an MCA, but it's unfortunate people didn't elect him, who will come handy and assist me ferry these women to the level 5. But now as we take them to the level 5, you find even having the money for registering a card, they don't have. Now again, we are forced to pay for that. And then now, we haven't decided now on the doctor when she says he or she is admitting the patient. It becomes a challenge. Again, now we have another stress of how we are going to assist that person come out of that hospital. In Kenya, health is business. Without money, you won't get treatment.
Okay. What is the HIV situation? And what is the COVID situation there?
Let me say COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID situation at the moment, it's like it has subsidized a bit.
Yes.
And what happened is they were giving out the vaccines. In fact, when they did that, when COVID was in 2020, it was a challenge whereby people now were also not going to the health facilities. People are not getting tested. They're even not going for the vaccine. It's when now me and the rest of my colleagues, we decided to work with the CHVs, whereby we identify those households and then we organize an outreach with in charge of Shinyalu Model Health Facility. We organize, they come to a church, they come and vaccinate the community. And then when it comes to the second round of vaccine, again, we organize how they'll come and vaccinate the community. That's why now you find the cases at the moment are very low in my community. And then HIV AIDS is very high, as I've told you. People are engaging in sex due to the poverty that is there. So it's not there. And when you try to advise them on how to go about it, it's like they'll tell you they have no option. They're trying to fight poverty. And how are they addressing their poverty? They exchange it in all other evil ways. It's when now we've decided to put them in support groups. In these support groups, whereby we are trying to educate them through behavioral change communications, so that these champions are the change agents, so that they go and disseminate the same to other members of the community.
Okay, obviously a very serious situation. On the 29th of September, during the General Assembly, United Nations General Assembly, I'm organizing an event. It's called Africa Open for Business. But it revolves around what we call the Red Card campaign, ending discrimination and violence against women and girls. And the reason why we say the red card is because if you know soccer, you know football, and when you make a foul, when you violate, when you do something that is unfair, the referee gives you the red card. And that's why we call it the Red Card campaign. Pointing out, men who are doing horrible things to women. And of course, we have a number of speakers who are going to be speaking on different subjects, but that is something different. I am really very moved by what you are describing and by your effort. And I would like the opportunity to arrange a fundraiser for one thing, and hopefully not just a one-time occurrence. But in addition to that, I would like to take a mission of medical people, of educators, of psychologists, and people who can interact with the community and see the difficulties the community is having. Discuss agriculture with them and see how we can help with farming, etc. And healthcare needs as well, education. So I am going to be promising you that I am going to put together a coalition of some of my fellow NGOs and humanitarians to support what you're doing, have a fundraiser, and take a mission into your community as well, to see things close up and to help as well. So I will promise that I will do that, but I do need a paper from you. I would need a paper where you're describing what your situation is and what you need, so I can share with my colleagues. And I'm going to ask Taoufik also if he could edit the video of this meeting to what you are saying, so I can circulate with my friends.
Wonderful.
And see what we can do.
I will do that.
Okay, Taoufik. Yeah.
Do you need? I guess you don't need the whole video. Just to clip the clip for
the whole video.
what Kristine said, right? A clip.
It's so that we can hear what what Kristine is saying.
You got it. Yeah.
So he's promising you a mission of people coming and funding. And that's a very good, Mr. Tapper is a man of his word.
You know what? I will make a special video for Kristine so she can have these video clips shared the right way with your people. I mean, for
Right.
the right.
Right.
Perfect.
As soon as possible.
Mhm.
So I would like to be able to do this before our General Assembly event.
Oh, I love
Right.
it.
I can do
don't
it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. No problem.
Okay.
You know us. We
I'm
don't
ready.
hold back. You know us. Ask us.
Okay.